screened film and documentary that truly has touched a lot of people. I have heard stories from people saying, my God, what happened here? The story, in short, is about a 15-year-old girl to adulthood under attack from a criminal organization, digital media companies for a smear campaign for profit. It's seriously intense, and it's gone into AI deepfake photos circulating the web and on Discord servers, to be specific. This film, I wanted it to be raw, gritty, and the same. How could you tell a story about cybercrime and criminals themselves with embellishing it? You do not have to embellish a criminal. They do it for you. And I felt like when I directed this documentary film on cyberstalking and cyberbullying, this needs to be told. Lillee Jean's story needs to be told the way it happened. Project Bullyish since then has had so many updates, as it was filmed actually in 2022. Since its actual premiere in 2024 internationally at film festivals, the actual website has housed educational pieces on what you can do, what is going on, and how these digital media agencies leverage smear campaigns to their benefit for several seedy areas of the web. From privacy breach to AI explicit deepfake photos, this film is no joke, and neither is the website. I want you guys to go check out www.projectbullyish.com and LilleeJean.com, where you could go under Productions and Project Bullyish.
Which is, 5-10 minutes outside of Boulder.
One. We have 5 episodes up on there.
The New York Times bestselling novelist
Level, which means when they step on.
Obsessed with the graduation album.
Oh, it's kind of fun coming together.
Historic advisors to my disposal.
It's hard for me too sometimes. It's hard. It's, it's never totally easy. It's never. But I'm very grateful for what the opportunities I've had, and I hope I have many more.
We want to keep bringing projects to them. It's great. So her manager deals with psychological thrillers and comedy. So I have 2 things with that, but then somebody else in the company likes horror and sci-fi.
Partner Jenna out of Atlanta says, "You're really a good writer, aren't you?" I said, "Oh, here we go." She said, "How about you write it?" All right. So one thing led to another. I went from consulting to now I'm the writer, director, and producer on the project.
I'm going to provide guys that can fight in the background, that can fight convincingly, so that they're not a pain in the backside for any director. And that's where we came about. And eventually we started getting recommended.
I have a costume background in the sense of I'm self-taught, so I never went to school for any of this. I'm not a costume side. It was actually my mom. She taught me how to sew when I was.
It's so interesting you would bring up Kanye, because it was one of my favorite memories of doing an interview out live at a location, because when I interviewed him, it was in Times Square at this, ironically enough, this karaoke place in Times Square. Okay. But we didn't karaoke. He actually performed, and that year, it was the year his graduation album came out. And he was about to go on a huge tour. And at the time I was on the radio.
Meets Get Him to the Greek, because it's about a rock star who was alive in the 1960s in the psychedelic era. And he happened to run afoul of an electrical current. So he got electrocuted on stage. And so his physical being dies, but he bolts himself up into the stratosphere